He's David Feherty. Feherty is back tonight, all new season, as he's joined by Jordan Spieth. He's got George W. Bush coming up, Emmett Smith. The return of Feherty with Jordan Spieth tonight at 9 Eastern, only on the Golf Channel. How did that sound, David?
That was absolutely brilliant, Dan.
I like
should do this for a living.
I like it. Did you know that Conor McGregor was fighting Saturday night?
I actually knew Sunday morning, pretty much like the guy that he was fighting.
Oh, so you didn't watch?
I didn't see it. No. But I mean, was it 13 seconds or something?
No. It lasted longer than that.
Oh, well, right. Well, I'm thinking of a different fight.
Do you follow him because he's Irish at all? Do you even care? I mean, do you find yourself rooting for fellow Irishmen?
Oh, absolutely. I do, but I don't follow the UFC. It always seems to me that it's one letter short. And if I want to watch men writhing around in their underwear, there's other ways to do that.
Well, all right. Hey, we're thinking of taking our show to Dublin to the Guinness brewery. What do you think?
Well, I think you might not come back.
Well,
there's an old story about the Guinness brewery, about Murphy and Flanagan. We were cleaning the top of the vats, and Murphy fell in and drowned. And at the inquest, the judge asked Flanagan, "Did Mr. Murphy die instantly?" And Flanagan says, "No, he got out twice to go to the bathroom." The old ones.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm fine with that. It's mother's milk. It's mother. Did you like Guinness when you drank? Did you like Guinness?
Every now and then, it's one of those things where in Ireland it has a different character depending on the pub you drink it in. The way the bartender treats it, it has to be poured very specifically. So if you got a good bartender, yeah, absolutely, you should be able to put. It was a 5p, like a quarter on the top of the pint, and it should still be there when you finish it.
I like when they do the shamrock for me.
Yes,
that's a nice little touch.
Yeah, it is kind of nice.
Yeah. The new show, you got Jordan Spieth. How did you find Jordan's? I know you've talked to him before, but you got him to put on the green jacket there. So
that wasn't difficult. Yeah,
you can't get him to take it off.
I think so. Yeah, but what is it about jackets that are awarded for winners in golf tournaments? They're so awful. I mean, you couldn't really wear them anywhere else. Like that plaid thing at Harbour Town, whatever, it would set your wardrobe on fire. It's awful.
Can you? But the jacket, the green jacket, is made well. It just doesn't. It's not something you can really wear with anything else, right?
No. I mean, you couldn't slip it on and go out and be unnoticed or blend in. That's for sure. It's a particularly vile shade of green.
Have you ever tried one on?
Oh, sneakily, I have. Yes.
Whose jacket?
They hang in the locker room. Well, that's a good question. I think it was Trevor Immelman, and it was a little neat.
A little neat
on me.
Oh, a little tight.
Yes, a little tight on me. My moobs kind of. Yeah.
Do you have to be in great shape to golf now?
Yeah, I mean, look at Kurdish Happy Barn Rat. He looks like a ruptured sofa, something you'd find underneath the highway. So no, you don't have to, but you do have to be tremendously flexible. You've got to be pretty strong with it. Most of these kids, though, are just in phenomenal shape. If you look at Rory McIlroy with his shirt off, he looks like Michelangelo's David. He's just ripped, and but not in a big way. Just in tremendous, tensile strength, that's in there. And Adam Scott the same way. And even Jordan, as slender as he is, looks like a piece of, steel cable on a suspension bridge. That's the kind of strength that they have.
All right, here's the these are the kind of questions that come up here in the Dan Patrick Show in our man cave. Would you rather have a swing like Adam Scott or look like Adam Scott?
I think it would depend what sort of age I was.
You're 25. You're 25.
I think I could safely say if you have a swing like Adam Scott, it probably doesn't matter what you look like. You're liable to get more ass than a toilet seat.
Well, right. But his looks are, I mean, He is to looks what Jack is to golf.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, but there's a bunch of, pretty kids out there now. Especially you look at Camilo Villegas, who looks like an underwear model. These guys are coming out in great shape. And people that think that golf isn't an athletic pastime, need to look at one of these swings. Rory McIlroy in slow motion. We showed a shot of him yesterday, just with the muscles in his back tensing up as he started his downswing, and everything coils up. It really is. It's an exercise in physiology almost, watching them hit.
He's David Feherty. Feherty is back tonight at 9 Eastern with Jordan Spieth. Has he changed?
No, not at all. I mean, I first met him when he was 16 years old, playing in the Baron Nelson. He has that quiet confidence it's not even in the least bit cocky. And to be as wonderful a player as he is, you would think that he would have to have, a little more nastiness in him. But we've hung this millstone of perfection around his neck, Dan. And one of the things that I found out, in the two, because we had to make the first time we've made 2 episodes from one person on the Feherty show, is he's got a little, there's a little evil in there. He loves the intellectual exchange that comes with needling people, poking them, and there's a good, healthy mischievousness in there with all that acumen and perfect behavior.
Well, so a little bit of an Eddie Haskell, Leave It to Beaver type, that he's kind of
yes.
A little sneaky there?
Oh, yeah, definitely there's some sneakiness. Yeah, and it's really very endearing, along with all the rest of his great qualities.
George W. Bush, you got a chance to sit down with him. That's an upcoming episode. Emmett Smith also. Anybody else on the roster there?
Oh, Bob Uecker, Bob Costas. Both of whom were absolutely brilliant. Doug Collins, who was a revelation to me. I didn't know a whole lot about Doug, but he was brilliant. I've got Chris Carter tomorrow. Who else? We got Paul McGinley, Paula Creamer, Peter Oosterhuis, who has early onset Alzheimer's. That's a pretty emotional episode right there. So, it's a very interesting mix of people.
The expectations for Tiger, are there any expectations for Tiger?
Well, it's difficult to have expectations when you don't know really what sort of physical shape. We saw him hitting some shots, and he's being very careful. I think he has the sense that this might be his last chance to have a go at this again. So he's been particularly careful on the way back from this surgery. But you know me, Dan, I've always been a believer. The only mistakes I've ever made about Tiger were when I've underestimated his ability. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him come back and to win again.
Good luck with the new season, and thanks for joining us. We'll check in with you down the road, David.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right. David Feherty.